Hello there. What is going on, everybody? We've got a really fun game to look at today. You've probably already seen it if you followed me. I've already talked about this during its campaign, but it's here now. It's Knockdown Volume 1, and we've also got Volume 2, which is the Nemesis version, and Volume 3, which is the Tainted Grail version, plus some extras as well. I think these are from Etherfields. So a lot of Tainted Grail, Nemesis, Etherfields, and Knockdown stuff all rolled up into one game system from Awaken Realms Lite. So very, very cool stuff. If you're fans of Nemesis or fans of other Awaken Realm games like Tainted Grail, Etherfields, you're going to definitely get a lot of recognizability out of this. And we're going to be unboxing it. Big thanks to Awaken Realms for sending this out for me to review and do the unboxing of. We've already kind of talked about like the system on how to play. So I'm going to put a link over here towards the end of the video so you can check out that kind of that gameplay demo. And I'm just going to show you guys what the finished product looks like today. And it's always nice when you're able to kind of take a game that has been, you know, that's gone through the crowdfunding aspect on GameFound or Kickstarter or what have you, and then kind of see the final product. So very cool stuff. We're going to unbox all of this. If you guys haven't already, make sure you click that subscribe button, check the links in the description below, join our Discord. I'd love to hear more from you guys. Again, we always have giveaways going on right now, and to enter to win any of those giveaways, you just have to be a subscriber and leave a comment. It's as simple as that. So always keep that in mind. I want to go ahead and get started with Volume 1. Let's bust this sucker open and take a look at it. So Knockdown Volume 1 has a kind of a paper piece taped onto the back side. So here's kind of how the back will look. Here's kind of all the information you're going to have on the back of the box. It's a 2-player game, ages 8 to 99. Sorry, 100-year-olds. 15 to 30 minutes. So this was just a quicker game. The cool thing about this, the reason this is like this here is because the game board itself turns into, well, the box itself turns into the game board. So that's kind of a cool thing. You're going to have 3 different miniatures in here. You're going to pair them up against each other. You're going to be drawing cards, kind of doing kind of a little bit of like almost a mini, instead of a deck builder, it's like more of a hand of cards, so a hand builder, hand management, and doing combat, trying to knock your opponent down. And it has a dexterity element to it also because you have these cubes, and once you have enough, you know, if you have enough of them, you're going to do a knockdown challenge, try to stack them up. And if you can stack them all up, then you stay up. But if they fall down, then you fall down. So your dexterity has a little bit to do with how this game is going to be played. So I'm going to slide that open like this, and I'm going to get this. Actually, I probably need to keep this little back piece. This is the thing with new games. When you try to get them open, they're airtight. Come on. Oh, we got it. All right. But this is, all right, so I'm going to take this off. I don't think I need to save that piece. All right. So inside the top, we have a really nice little backdrop. And that's going to be important because we're going to be flipping this over, and it's going to be kind of go like that and form like a 2D fighter, like Street Fighter or Samurai Showdown or something like that. One of those old classic 80s, 90s, 2000s arcade fighting games. It has that whole thing going on with it. All right. So we've got Kingo's board here. We've got there we go. We've got Veroth, and we've got Driana. We've got our rule book here. Let's kind of take a look at the rule book. We've got all of the information about the setup and stuff like that. So it's not even a super big rule book. That's cool. We've got tokens. Very cool. Oh, for traps and all kinds of cool stuff. Like that. And then we've got our insert. Now this looks like a really good, look at this organizer. This is a great insert for a game. It's just it's got a spot for everything. I love when games do this. Awaken Realms always has a really good insert for their games, to be fair. Like they really do. So you can just set this thing out. You can we've got the miniatures here, so let's take a look at the miniatures. It's nice the basing that's on there too, right? He's standing on wood, so really cool. You don't have to paint these, but they'll take paint really well if you do. Very cool. this guy. I think my Kickstarter version of this guy broke. What happens usually for the Kickstarter versions is they do them in resin as a kind of a prototype, but and it makes them look great, but they are more brittle. So if you play with them too roughly, or if you play with them too much, they can break sometimes. We got a whole bunch of wooden cubes here. These are going to be for the dexterity, the stacking element. Some of and the difference between the two of them, it's been a while since I've played, but some of them are light wounds and some of them are serious wounds, and some I think the lighter ones you can get rid of. So if you've got like 10 wounds, like you have a few seconds to stack them all up, and if you can't stack them all up in that time limit, boom, then you're dead. So the more wounds you get, the harder the dexterity challenge becomes. So not everybody has an exact you're dead now kind of killing point, but we've got some dice. We got 3 D6s, and these are some fancy D6s. Look at those. That's cool. All right, those are gonna go in there, and then we've got our cards here, and there's different types of cards. So we'll the cards for this game are it's really how the game is really played. It's all really about your position and then which cards you play. Especially if you can, get behind somebody or knock somebody into the edge of the board. And the artwork is very, kind of like human form style. So we got our high kicks. And then I think some of these are starting cards that you start with. And then the rest of the cards are going to be in the middle and they form that common pool. And then, you've got some help cards. I love this. I love that you get the help cards. Help cards are really useful. And then you've got some of the bonus cards. Then these are ways to... I believe in the prototype they were, if you win the first match, you can then get a bonus power card, or they're like basically power ups, and to give you kind of a bonus, like, oh, you lost the first match, now you get a bonus. Now can you see if you can kind of come back and win the second round, because like most of these fighting games were best 2 out of 3, which is really cool. Let's go ahead and we can look at some of the other sets, right? Because I don't think you need to have all 3 sets. Like I think they're each their own independent game, and just they're compatible. I believe they're fully compatible, so you can kind of do that. So let's open up some of the other ones. Let's look at Nemesis next. All right, so we've got Nemesis, or I should say Knockdown Volume 2. This is the back. I already took the plastic off and took the back cover off, since I'm not going to hold on to this. There we go. James, Katie, and Puppy. I think Puppy is the alien. So I'm going to pull this off. We've got our backdrop here. We've got everything inside. Here's the kind of the arena. So kind of cool stuff. Again, and look, they use the wound markers from Nemesis too. So that's pretty cool. So if you get pushed kind of towards the edge, you take more damage. Well, that's one of the things too, is positioning is super important in this game. So we still have the rule book here. Kind of in that Nemesis style. I like that they've kind of gone with, changed up all of the artwork. We've got the puppy, the alien. We've got Katie and James. What's on the other side of these? Oh, it's the same thing, right? Oh wait, are they different versions? This is Gunslinger. This is Captain. Headshot, suppressive fire, order, and reload. Headshot, pistol whip, high noon, and reload. Oh, he's a little different. Oh, they're different on each side. So let's go look at the 2 different sides. So here's Katie with wheel kick, burst, adrenaline, and motion scanner as a commando. Here she is as a scout. Molotov, cocktail, desperate attack, adrenaline, and motion scanner. Oh, that's cool. So you can really check on how you want them to be. So Puppy has bite, scratch, tail grab, technical corridors for beast. And then as Parasite, he has Bite, Scratch, Pounce, and Evolve. I like that. You can change them up. We've got our token here. We got bullets. The big thing about Nemesis is you have limited ammunition. So it makes sense. I was just talking to some people about Nemesis today. A good buddy of mine just won his first game ever of Nemesis. And I was like, oh man, that's hard. Yeah, like we usually don't win when we play Nemesis in my groups, because it's so much fun. All right, so the cool thing about this is the cubes are slightly different, right? So they're kind of light blue and dark blue. I like that. Let's take a look at I'm going to open this card pack. We can kind of see how the card art has changed in this particular flavor. We've got, again, we still have, I mean, it hasn't really changed all that much, right? Cool. All right. And then we've got our miniatures. Here's our scout. And Here's the captain. And the alien, the intruder, otherwise known as the, and then our dice have a different color to them. Let's go ahead and look at the next set. All right, so now we've got Volume 3. This is our Tainted Grail variant. Here is the back side. So if you want to take a look at that, here you go. This is pretty cool. We've got the inside here, which is more of a kind of a sad, grim, dark sort of thing. We got the back of the board here as well. And, all right, so we've also got our rule book and sort of the Tainted Grail things. We got Maggot, Lost Knight, and Mistbearer here. So I'm going to remember to look at both sides this time. So we got the Lost Knight, who's a Slayer, and then the Hollow Armor. We've got the Mistbearer, who is Wily or Farah. And we've got Maggot, who is the Wise Man or the Poisoner. We've got our token sheet. This one's got a little bit more tokens here. If you're poisoning people, then maybe you need more. We got potions. Okay. Cool stuff. And in here, of course, we've got, again, probably more of the same types of cards, but we're going to take a look at the minis here. This is, I've got like the, I guess that's some kind of power or lightning that he's wielding. This one is pretty cool with the chains and the, yeah, and the really flowing effect. That one looks cool. And then, oh, the knight is, what is he doing, man? He's dancing. All right, the knight looks kind of funny. The knight does look, the sword is a little curved, maybe a little bit. I don't know. Is he playing a pipe? I don't know what he's, maybe he's trying to blow a horn, or maybe he's trying to drink one of those potions. That probably makes sense. And here's, again, same kind of dice. You know, the same stuff, just the different cards and color schemes. And again, we have like the well, gosh, well, I don't know what that is. That's kind of like a eggshell and then the gray. So cool stuff. We got two more little packs to look at, and those are interesting. I'm going to show you those as well. All right, so first up, it's Chili. Chili is from Etherfields, and he is the penguin, and he is super goofy, right? Like you don't see it, I have a harder time imagining this guy in a kind of a street fighting kind of brawling game. But since he is kind of a standalone guy, he's in this small little blister pack, and inside here you got some cards. So he's gonna have his little cardboard sheet that has him on there, and he's got these suitcase tokens that are all suitcases on one side and have different things on the other side, and that's going to be explained on his cards. And since the normal players have like a larger card, I guess the kind of blister pack characters have 3 different cards, so you're going to choose whether he's the Globetrotter or the Gentleman, and then you'll take the cards that kind of make up his board based on those. So he's either going to be a gentleman with these two, and then of course his gentleman card. So this would kind of be like how his board would look, right? And or you flip them all over, and you'd be the Globetrotter with that one and this one. So that's pretty cool. And then he's got this reference card, Penguin. And this is what his things do. So this is talking about his suitcases. So it tells you a little bit about how to use the suitcases. So that's pretty cool. And then we also have Cleto here from, not from Etherfields, but from one of my first game that made me really, really fall in love with Awaken Realms, and that's from Lords of Hellas. So Cleto here with that kind of techno-Greek thing. So she's got that techno ancient spear ready to come in and do some nasty stuff. And this is kind of cool. Now, she doesn't have extra tokens. She's just got her little face token, but she gets blessings. And so she has the 3 different blessings: Swiftness of Hermes, Might of Zeus, or Wisdom of Athena, and she still has, and she has her reference card, and she has the same kind of thing as the other one, where she can either be the Patroness or the Tidebringer, and depending on which one she gets, she'll either be, Tidebringer, like with this on top and this on the bottom. There we go. Or the other way around, she'll be Patroness. Well, I don't know if which one's on top and which one's on the bottom, if it really matters. There we go. So pretty cool stuff. I like that they're able to kind of have a blister pack that, and break down one big card into a couple of smaller cards. I think that's kind of cool, and it allows for this game to be more expandable. All right, guys, that is going to do it for the quick unboxing of Knockdown. It's a really fun game. I actually really enjoyed this one. It's only a 2-player game, so if you have a larger group, you can obviously break things up and you can have tournaments and stuff. So, but if you have 3 players, you're gonna have to kind of do round robin, stuff like that, or just play a 3-player game. Like, hey, Awaken Realms has plenty of other games for more than 2 players, but they don't have that many that are just for 2 players. So this is a great 2-player option. But it's cool that you have so many standalone games that if you do have like a group of 6, you can be like, all right, you two, and you two, like everybody pair off, and then we'll kind of go from there. Then winners plays winners, and losers plays losers, and so on and so forth. And then the extra characters, and it's a nice way for them to kind of throw back. It reminds me a little bit of like Super Smash Brothers, how you have a couple of characters from every franchise. And since Awaken Realms have so many different IPs now, I thought that was a really cool way to go about doing this. So thanks for watching, and I'd love to hear what you guys think. Let me know in the comments section. Don't forget to join our Discord and go ahead and check out Awaken Realms with all of their other games. I've done a lot of reviews and videos for their amazing, amazing games. So definitely, if you haven't already, check out like Nemesis and Lords of Hellas and the Great Wall and all of these amazing games that they've got. I will talk to you guys soon. I want to thank you so much for watching, and may the force be with you. Always remember, don't forget an umbrella when it's raining, unless, of course, you don't mind getting soaked.